Hey guys, welcome back to MainDeck Masters. My name's Dave, and I'm here to bring you a top 5 video for cards from GD01 and GD02. I've done the pleasure of separating them by set for you, but my list is going to be very biased, so if my list is any different from your list, I wouldn't be surprised. And at number 5 on GD01 cards, we have a Show of Resolve. Show of Resolve is the blue level 4 3 cost that lets you draw 2 cards from the top of your deck. Not much to say, it's just a good draw spell. I think it belongs here at number 5 for GD01. Moving on, we have Overflowing Affection. Overflowing Affection is similar to a Show of Resolve, except you have to discard a card after you draw the 2. It comes in for less cost at level 2 and 1 cost. It's a very big staple right now. All of the blocker decks are playing it at probably 4, if not 3, depending on their ratios. I think this card's insane and horrible at the same time. Some decks that play it don't want to discard anything as for anything in their... I'm going to keep that in for you. Most decks don't want to discard anything because everything in their deck is good. What are you doing, Thickums? My man. Yeah, so drawing 2 cards obviously is good in any deck. Usually you just discard the worst card in your hand. Moving on, number 3, we got Wing Gundam 0. This card's a menace. And if you're surprised why this isn't number 1, it's because it costs 8. Now, Wing Gundam is a meta warping card. We have high maneuver and on deploy, deal 3 damage to all units that are level 5 or lower. This card is super cancerous and I love it. And it belongs number 3 here because its stat line is 5/7, and there is another card that is just outright better in its stat line and for what it does, and it comes out for cheaper. Wing Gundam, however, is the boss unit of the format, GD01 and GD02. He's a menace. He's meta warping. Everything revolves around this card. High maneuver and wipe the board is just super strong. Card's fine. It's everything else around the card that's really good. Going on to number 4, or number 2 anyway. Justice Gundam. This is the better card than Wing Gundam in my opinion. Justice Gundam comes down at level 7 for 5. It is a 5/5 that deploys a 2/2 blocker. And if you have the link with Atherin, you have a 6/7 that can attack anything active level 5 or lower. That then makes the other unit be able to attack. My thing with Justice here is if you have him and Atherin, and your opponent is on a 6 HP base or less, and no other shields, you will win the game, assuming no blockers. Being able to swing for 6 and then having the token swing in for game, I think is very clutch, and just the amount of value that you get from Justice, especially if you play more than one, it just turns into a big snowball and can just win you a game. I did it last night at my locals, had a great time. I think you should play this card. Going into number 1 out of GD01, you hate it, we love it, Gundam Lifrith. Gundam Lifrith is insane. Dropping a 2/4 for 2 at level 3 on turn 2 or 3 or any point in the game is very strong. This card will live a Wing Gundam hitting the board as it will live at 1 HP, so it will still be able to block other things other than Wing Gundam, obviously, and it will be able to serve its purpose. Lifrith is better than a lot of the blockers in the current format going into GD02, as I did not put the other blocker on the list for the next set. This card is so good, it is an automatic include in most 99% of white decks, just because it gives you that tempo, it pushes you into a more mid-range package, and it just slows down the game early, gets you into what you want to be doing in the game. This card is very versatile. It can just go in and swing, it can just block, and it's really hard for your opponent to deal with it if they don't have the right tools. So yeah, Gundam Lifrith is number 1 in GD01 in my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any disagreements, concerns, questions. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. I love the engagement. If you haven't already noticed, I have numbers above me. We're looking to get more subscribers on the channel. If you like this kind of content, don't be afraid to drop a like, subscribe, comment for me down below, and I will continue to provide this glorious, glorious content. Moving on to GD02, from the bottom at number 5, we have Argama. Argama is a base that can't receive damage by effects. So, Breach. I think white being able to stop Breach is a very cool thing. That's all. I think white being able to stop Breach helps its game plan, as red and green have received a lot of Breach. I feel like this card comes in handy. I think it'll be a lot better in the future. Once we get more base recursion, I think Argama will see a lot more play in the white decks. Number 4 on GD02, we got Cuble. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Cuble is a level 7, 5 cost, 5/5 that when linked has suppression, and when it's paired with a Neo Zeon pilot, on attack just deal 2 damage to something. Anything that's damaged anyway. I think this card's great. It's definitely something that red needed to keep going forward with its ping package. The pilot that it goes with, Haman Karn, I think is very solid. It provides a lot of support to the Neo Zeon game plan, and I'm excited to see this card continue to be played throughout GD02 and probably into GD03 when GD03 comes out. This provides a much better high end for your red package. Not to say Kshatriya is getting pushed out, but I think this card ends a lot of games, clears a lot of boards, and provides a lot of pressure. Going into number 3 for GD02, we have Gundam Heavy Arms. He's just on deploy. Look at the top card of your deck. Return it to the top or bottom. On play, scry 1. That's not why we care about this card. This card has the link to any Operation Meteor trait pilot. Being able to link with Hero Yui, Wufei, Duo, Quatra. What are you doing over there, sir? I need you to stop. I know, I see them. This is Thickums. You're number 1 on my list, buddy. Gundam Heavy Arms links with any Operation Meteor pilot, so he is a great addition for the ability to push in a little bit more. So say if you're just not seeing the right pieces, you have the wrong pilot, and you draw Heavy Arms. Heavy Arms fulfills the need to get a body on board, check to see what you're getting next. If you don't like it, tuck it. Link it with one of the useless pilots that you have in your hand that don't go with anything else on your board, and swing in. And what's great is that he also gets the buff from Yui. So he'll be I believe it's a 6/6 with Hero Yui. Yeah, a 6/6 with Hero. And I think this card is great. It is definitely something that the Operation Meteor deck needed. I don't think the Operation Meteor deck needed anything, obviously, but sure. Hey, buddy. Moving on to number 2, we have, it's another base. We got Shuji's Hideout. On deploy, add a shield to your hand, and when it's destroyed, you'll choose something that's level 4 or lower, deal 1 damage to it. I don't have this at number 2 for it itself. It's for the idea that it's presenting for future cards. So I'm a big fan of the idea that bases need to deal damage back. I think aggro is I'm not going to say aggro is a problem. I'm going to say aggro is the answer to certain decks that makes it to where the games don't feel like you're playing the game. And I'm not saying that like the way to play the game is a certain way or anything like that, but sometimes you want to be able to play your deck, you want to be able to play your mid-range package, and then sometimes when you're playing against aggro and you don't have like an answer for it, it just feels bad. And I think if we had bases that dealt damage back, that'd be kind of cool, and it'd be a nice little way to tech in against those kind of game plans. And Shuji's Hideout brings up a way that I think they're going to lean into more, where if you destroy the base it's going to deal damage, or it might just have damage attached to it in this attack value. Suji's hideout makes me very happy, and I'm very happy that I'm putting it number 2 on this list because it comes in clutch in a lot of red decks. I currently do not have it in any of my decks, but I've been seeing it played a lot in my locals, and I think it is very strong. Moving on, number 1 is a card that you guys probably aren't playing a lot of, but I think is kind of insane. It's a purple card, and I think it can go in just about any build. Laughter Franklin. So Laughter Franklin is a level 4 pilot, costs 1, so this already works with Ale Strike. It gives +2/+1. That seems great already. And it has burst add to your hand, so I think it fulfills every requirement to be a good pilot. And it's on attack. If this unit is damaged and level 5 or lower, it gains high maneuver. In purple, it gains high maneuver. High maneuver. Can't be blocked. So, this card says any of your cards, if it is damaged, and it's very easy to damage with purple, you can just get high maneuver and swing in regardless of blockers. I think this card's insane. I think it's underplayed. I think it's one of the best cards to come out in GD02, and it's just going to have more stocks going up as more cards come out in purple. And I think the game plan, if blockers retain its high play standard, I believe this card will go up in value. In terms of like playability, obviously it's an uncommon, it's not going to go up in value. In a purple aggro game plan, I think this card is definitely something that's underexplored, and I think it should be explored more, which is why it's number 1 on my list here. And I think people should start playing more high maneuver. This card says, hey, I'm coming out, my stuff's damaged, I'm going to finish the game. Now, it does say level 5 or lower, and it is damaged unit, so it does fall short against some red decks. So like if they have Battle of the Aces, can definitely get rid of anything level 5 or lower that might have some damage on it. But getting the +1 health back when you have the pilot on it, like play a Gujian Rebake and damage it, and then put this on the thing. I mean, you're kind of net 0 on your life, on your damage on it. So anything with like 5 or 4 HP should be fine. But I digress. I think high maneuver on a pilot is very good, and I think you should be trying this out. But, yep, that's enough about my top 5 for GD01 and GD02. Let me know if you like this kind of content down below. Tell me how much I'm wrong down in the comments below as well. Like the video, subscribe to me, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.